Hello and welcome to Kevin's Corner TV. My name is Kevin Horton and I'm the editor of the Gold Coast Gazette, a weekly newspaper established in 1991 along with my mother. The newspaper covers the North Shore of Long Island, and over the years I've had the opportunity to meet a lot of interesting people. Through this show, I hope to introduce you to some of those people. I hope you enjoy it. Today I'm meeting with Joe Mazzeo at Burt's Barber Shop located here in Seacliff, New York. Joe, thank you for being on the show. Now, you are celebrating your 50th anniversary here in Seacliff.
Yes, I came here in 1962, and it'll be June of 12. I'll be here 50 years. My dad started in 1934. Unfortunately, he passed away in 1980. I stayed on, and what's remarkable to me that I've been doing this longer than my dad. Which is kind of an unusual thing. But,
so what age did you start cutting hair?
19.
Side by side with your dad?
Yeah, we cut hair together for about 15 years until he had some throat problems, throat cancer, and he stopped working in '77 and unfortunately passed away in 1980. I just stayed on. I had a few people working with me, and some good barbers, but a lot of times they want to go out on their own, and I actually enjoy working by myself.
Now, you've been in this unique building for how long?
Well, all that time.
All that time.
50 years.
You have the unique look of the space and stuff. Was that established right away, or did it come over time?
It evolved, actually. My dad kept a more Spartan barbershop. He had some, I guess he brought over here some, maybe some 40s, 30s and 40s pictures and things of that nature, and then became less and less, and then eventually I asked him if I could put a few things up, and he said yes, and it got kind of, I think it started when my daughter gave me some birthday present, and it was these old barber items. Some of them new, some of them old, and I started putting them in the window, and then we started doing our window thing, and now we're at a point where, with the help of Adrian and my wife Diane, we have a seasonal thing going on now.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
And then all customers bring items and give you items as well.
Yeah, a lot of people give me things. So I think most of the things here were gifts from people, and I move things around. I try to give people their due. It makes for an interesting dynamic.
It definitely does. Also, I know with the barber shop and stuff, jokes are the most important thing, and you are pretty famous for your jokes.
Bad jokes.
How they're okay, you said it.
Bad jokes. Bad jokes.
Famous
and good
for
haircuts. I think your paper did that. You did a nice article. I think it's bad jokes, good haircuts.
Right.
I told one to a friend of mine. He's like 89, going to be 90 years old, and it's about the duck that walks into the bar.
Okay, that's.
And he has a few drinks, and the bartender says, "Well, will this be cash or charge?" And the duck says, "Neither. Put it on my bill." Put it on my bill. Okay. So I told this old guy that. He looks at me incredulously, and he says, what's wrong with you? That joke is as old as I am. She says, yeah, but I only heard it last week. And I look to people for help too, giving a haircut. I don't want to give somebody a haircut that I like.
Right.
If you don't like it.
Right.
Hey, nice haircut. Yeah, I hate it. It's not good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good.
And what's interesting about the fact that it's been that long, things do change. I mean,
The styles and
styles
everything.
change a little bit, and it just takes, you cut hair a little bit differently, using different tools.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not all the same. Yeah, people are, I love people. They're so interesting. I learned so much from them.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Yeah.
And tell me about Seacliff, and you're perfect for Seacliff. How do you find Seacliff and how it's changed?
I don't really think it's changed that much.
It's not as unique and stays unique and.
Yeah, I don't think Seacliff has changed much at all, which is why, and I'm really confident of that feeling, because new people come in and they are just so happy to be here and feel so privileged to be able to send their kids to fine school. Not that there aren't other good schools and good districts, but I don't know too many places after 50 years that it hasn't changed a whole lot. The only thing that changed, the people change, but that's about it. That's.
I think one of the unique things is your shop that keeps Seacliff unique.
Yeah, thank you.
And I know the community appreciates that. And
Yeah,
enjoys it.
well, that's something I didn't really understand too. As you're doing it, you're trying to simply make a living and detach some things. But I realize how important the shop means to people.
Now, tell me a little bit about some history of barber shops and like something that people wouldn't know. Like, what is the stripe thing? What does that mean?
Yeah, the symbol of the barber shop is the pole, the red and white. I don't know how they got the blue in there, but it was originally red and white. And barbers in those days were called barber surgeons. And when you got sick, you would go to the barber surgeon, and they felt that if you get sick, we're going to get rid of that bad blood, and we're going to do some bloodletting. We're not going to try to kill you, we're just going to try to get rid of that old tired blood. We're going to squeeze it out there, and we have the white towels, and we would blot it, and we would put them aside, and then the next day when we started work, they would try to give a symbol of us being open. So they would put the towel outside, hang it on a bush or a fence, and we'll knot it up, and then the wind would come and it would sort of flutter. People would notice that, catch their eye, and realize that the barber's in and doing business. And what they did was they, as time went by, they wanted to be a little more humanistic, let's say, and get something that would reflect that. And the barber pole was born, and the red and white. And why it turns is it simulates that same fluttering of the wind hitting it, and you see the red and white.
Cool. We do have somebody else here. Adrian is helping out.
Adrian has been here. I've been a very fortunate person to have her here. She's been at the shop now for 4 years. Used to work for New Best, which is a really upscale place, and she wanted something that would be in a more subtle environment, and she asked if she could, if I could use her services here in the shop. And I was just open-minded enough at that time. I don't know if I would have been, but she's a very charming young lady, so I said, yeah, okay, you want to come over? And so she started on a Sunday. My regular days are Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so she started Sunday, and then she's went into Monday, Tuesday as she got busier, and people got to know her. And then she also does evenings by appointments. And it's been working out really good. And she does excellent hair cutting, and she's been getting busier and busier as the time goes by.
Okay, why don't we talk to you? So tell me about working with Joe and being here at the shop.
Well, you know, on an occasional holiday we do overlap, and we have actually worked together, which has been really fun. It's been really good. But for the most part, we have our separate entities. I like to think it's like, I don't know if you were familiar with the coffee sushi house at one time, but it was like a business within a business. So we actually have two separate businesses going on within this beautiful environment.
And what brought you to this shop?
Just by having chance. Yeah, I didn't quite fit into this salon atmosphere, especially after living in Australia. It kind of changes who you are. So I was walking by the barber shop with a resume, not to go in here, but to just like go around to other areas, and something just said stop. And I backed up, I came in. I feel that this place is the heart and soul of every person who lives in Seacliff. Yeah, there's a lot tied in here. So he thanked me, went home, showed his wife my resume. I guess, you know, whatever. He called me back. He said, I got good news. It's good.
Good. And it's worked out good for you too, right, Joe?
Yeah, it was good. It was a sort of, was it odd or was it God moment? You know,
Well, you guys seem perfect together, and it's definitely added to the atmosphere and everything.
It really
So,
has.
Joe, next up I'm going to go down and see Basile, a Strong Island Styles.
One of the best barbers
You know
I
him,
have
right?
ever seen.
Yeah, okay.
He's fantastic.
Now you used to cut his
I
hair.
used to cut his hair when he was a little kid,
Excellent.
and I had no idea that he was thinking about becoming a barber. But yeah, he's an amazing guy. He's a wonderful kid, and just a great barber. And I was there one time. We're chatting, and I do like to drop in and visit with him, just to watch him work. And you know that in bars they play the dart. What do they call it? Darts.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So he was kind of a champion. He was going to Las Vegas.
Brian was?
Not Brian,
Oh.
but the customer was going to California for a big match-up, a contest.
Right.
And he gave Brian a dartboard to put on his head. But it was like a half moon, or like a sunset, with all the numbers and everything in there. And Brian, cold, I mean, you know, cold, just looks at it and puts it down. And at that point, we stopped talking. Now, because he's working, and he's doing it. He's got this like little pencil thing there, and he creates this from nothing, and it was great. Just the top half of a dartboard.
Excellent.
It's like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I visited him a few weeks ago. I think there's a terrific shoe store right at there's a Korean guy who does great shoe repair. And so I went there, and I said I can't be so close and not stop in. And he had a kid in the chair, and he was doing all kinds of freestyle in his hair. Amazing.
Yeah. So that should be fun. Good.
Oh yeah, you're gonna. Yeah. Tell him I said hello.
I will, definitely.
In this portion of the show, Kevin sits with Brian Basile of Strong Island Styles. Brian offers a more unique and artistic approach to haircutting.
Today I'm here at Strong Island Styles, and I'm going to be speaking to Brian Basile, who is known throughout the area for amazing haircuts, different styles, different tapers. He's going to explain it. Brian,
How you
thank you for
doing?
being on the show.
Kevin,
Appreciate it.
nice to see you. Hello guys. I'm here. I own Strong Island Styles. We've been here for going on 6 years. I've been cutting hair for 12 years, and I just enjoy making people look good.
Cool. Now you're going to give me a little
We're
bit
gonna
of
give
a look
Kevin a
while we're
haircut
talking?
today. We're gonna go ahead and change up this little look that he's got going here. We're gonna get started.
So Brian, tell me about Strong Island Styles, how you got into this business.
Well, actually, I went to school for fashion. I was in the fashion industry a little bit, like throughout college, screen printing, making clothes, and I was cutting hair at my friends' houses and my house. When I was a little kid, my mom bought me a buzzer, and I used to play around with it, and I just enjoyed giving people makeovers and seeing different changes in people's looks, and it just snowballed, and that's where I am now.
Cool, cool. Now, how long have you been open here in Glen Cove?
That we actually just celebrated our 5th anniversary September 1st.
Cool.
And Glen Cove has been good to us. I've had the same customers throughout. People are loyal, and we get along good with people. I got a couple of barbers. Everybody got their own style. We all do short, tapered haircuts that people keep up with, and
Good.
make
Good.
people look good.
Now, what is the current style? And you were saying that it's coming back
Current
from the 20s?
See, you know what? Current styles are more World War II inspired haircuts with like tapered edges. Sometimes people comb it over. You could like faux hawk your hair. You could put it up. You could put it down. Like as long as the overall style is tapered and clean, the edges, everything has to be sharp, and everything should be clean. And the neckline should always be tapered. As far as that's like my special thing there.
So customers come in like once a week for.
I would
for
say
this to
people
keep
come
it
in
up,
between every week to every 2 weeks.
Right.
You know, if you're too busy, maybe every 3 weeks, but that's cutting it right there.
Right, right. And then what do now you do a lot of different cut-ins and stuff, right?
Yeah, I specialize in designs and like artistry inside of the haircuts. I do like a lot of mohawks with designs going through them and like stars and lines and stuff that catches people's eye. And like that seems to be the big thing right now with little kids.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some adults get it, but I'd say little kids, that's like a novelty item right now.
Right. Very cool. So what's the strangest thing you've cut into somebody's hair?
I don't know if I can talk about it on camera.
Gotcha.
Is this
All right.
PG-13?
Yeah, no. Rated G. So stars, you do the stars I've seen?
Yeah, I do a lot of designs. I put New York City buildings. I did a lot of considering today is 9/11, I did a lot of 9/11 tributes in the last couple of years.
Right.
A lot of buildings and stuff like that going through New York City skylines.
Wow.
That's usually my favorite thing to do. I like the skylines.
Right.
Spider webs are usually like another thing people drive out from far away to get from me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now what do you do that with, a razor?
I do that with just a clipper, and I use the edge of the clipper, and I just draw it in as if I was drawing on paper.
Oh wow. So now artistry was your thing also?
I mean, I could always be caught drawing on my school books when I was at school.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something that just came secondhand to me. A lot of other barbers that really don't know how to draw and I guess maybe don't do designs ask me like what the trick is, and the trick is it's just art.
Right.
I just pick up the clipper and I just do what feels right, you know?
Cool. So now drop some names. Who are some of the people you've
Some of the people that are usually come in the shop or contact me for like meeting up in hotel rooms and doing events is the Gottis. I cut John Agnello, who's had on the show Grown Up Gotti.
Mm-hmm.
Most notably, The Situation from Jersey Shore.
Mm.
I cut his hair for Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, recently done.
Yeah, I cut his hair right before he left for Italy before the last season.
Now, did you
that
know
was something-
him before he was on that
You
show?
know what? I did not know him, but
Mhm.
I got in touch with his brother through Facebook.
Mm.
And Facebook has been such a big tool for my business as
Mhm.
far as like getting in touch with people and people like contacting me through my haircuts. My haircuts, people like get to see like what they get before they come here, and they could scroll through my pictures on my personal Facebook.
Right.
And his brother contacted me when they were in Long Island before they were leaving for Dancing with the Stars, and it was just history. After that, I met up with them at the hotel, gave him a haircut. It was one of the best haircuts. In fact, Jay Leno said to him on the Jay Leno show, like, "You have the best haircut. Who cut your hair?"
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, he changed the subject like he usually does because he's in La La Land.
Almost.
Yeah, but I was on the edge of my seat. But also Chris Weidman right now, he's in the UFC. He's been like doing really good in the UFC, Ultimate Fighting.
Right.
He's come through. Donnie Klang for making the band. I mean, I cut his hair throughout making the band. Traveled.
Now your clients here are very young and seniors, correct?
You know what? It goes so. Yeah, I go from young kids with like designs to senior citizens to people in middle age. You know, I have some girls that come here and get designs in the side of their hair and shave some of their heads. I do just about everything. I mean, I try to like, you know, broaden my horizons. I love doing older men's haircuts as much as I love doing young kids' haircuts.
Mm-hmm.
So
cool. And I know a lot of this place is also the atmosphere of people hanging out, enjoying friendship.
yes,
Kind of
absolutely.
the old school barbershop.
No, definitely. And you know what? Everybody gets along in here. I don't let no confrontation in here. Everybody talks to everybody. We bring up like topics that everybody can talk about. And we can all, add our 2 cents in. So that's like usually the Friday and the Saturday of the barbershop here is usually busy, and it's usually filled with a lot of strong opinions and current events.
Mm-hmm.
So
And all races and ethnicity
everything.
together, right?
Yup, we specialize in everything.
That's
So
great.
Yep.
Now you grew up in Cove, right?
Yeah, I'm a Glen Covian. All my family's from Glen Cove. I got a lot of family here, a lot of cousins, friends, relatives.
Great. And who's all your family and all that
Basile's.
stuff? here? Basile?
Yeah.
And they're in business here too as well.
Yeah,
right?
my father owns a shop, a gas station on Cedar Swamp Road, right next to Burger King.
Right.
My brother has a part in Downtown Cafe, which is right next to, right in the village square right there.
Yeah.
Actually, they have some of those events over there, the bands and the music play on Friday nights, Jazz on the Square.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the rest of my family, my uncle has a laundromat on Grove Street.
Okay.
So,
There's ones that are electricians too?
yup, I got Joey Basile, the electrician.
Basile.
He's actually a popular Basile.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of family over here, a lot of friends, a lot of customers.
So that's pretty much what Cove is all about. Family and everybody's related. And,
Yup, one big family.
Yeah. So you get you cut your family's hair as well?
Oh yeah.
Dad comes in and stuff?
Well, my dad, I have to force him to come in because he doesn't really like to get a haircut. I gotta really go to his house sometimes to cut his hair at the house.
Right.
If he doesn't want to if he doesn't ask me to cut his hair, I gotta force him to do it.
So no tapered look for that.
No. I do. I give him crazy hair.
Now, before this, we were actually up at Joe the Barber.
Oh,
Up
Joe the
in
Barber,
Seacliff.
my man.
Yeah? You guys know
That's
each
my
other
idol.
and
That's
all
my
that?
haircutting idol. He's been in the industry a long time.
Yeah. Yes.
I try to take a lot of pointers from him. He comes, visits me. I go visit him. We talk and stuff. I look up to him in the haircutting industry. Hopefully, I got longevity like that. I could stay on my feet and hopefully have no injuries where I can't stand up.
Yeah, 50 years he's been doing
I was about to say, this is already
Yeah.
taking a toll on my back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you for being on the show. This was a
Amen,
lot of
right
fun.
Strong Island Styles.
Finished up with Brian Basile at Strong Island Styles. I got my due, and I'm heading home. Thanks for watching.